I want to get connecting energy between the two now, please, Spirit, now that we've done intention. So connecting energy, please. Okay, so both of you want more. Both of you are highly attracted to each other, and it's not just the physical looks I'm hearing. It's I just heard it's your purpose. Okay. Maybe you find each other very inspirational. You're very inspired by each other. Like there's a lot of admiration there. But definitely, yeah, I mean, you guys are thinking about this. I just heard the words 24/7. But it's like you guys with each other's souls here. It's quite beautiful, yeah, the images that Spirit is showing me now. Yeah, you guys definitely want more. I just heard I'm dreaming of the day, you know, and the divine timing card came out. So yeah, both of you guys are dreaming about it. Daydreaming, night dreaming, meditating about it. It's like you guys are just in each other's energy 24/7. It's like you guys are already together, you know. And if you really are on the journey, that is the next part of it. It's actually being comfortable with each other's energy all the time. That's what's actually preparing you guys for union. It's getting used to having them there energetically without being bothered by it, or, you know, being annoyed or pushing it away. Really embrace that. Really embrace that. As crazy as that may sound, really just embrace each other's energy, because you know what, it actually simmers out that intenseness too, because the twin flame divine counterpart journey, it is a very intense connection. So that's where these tests are, of, you know, being able to feel each other all the time, you know, have each other like in your own energy and things like that. If you can't handle that, that is saying to you that you are not ready for union. Okay, so being able to simmer down that intensity will make it easier for you guys to come back together, because the twin flame journey, honestly, is always 0 to 100. It's very textbook of the twin flame divine counterpart journey here, to have this level of intensity that is scary. That's what scares the runner into avoidant mode. Okay, so being able to be okay in each other's energy all the time and just kind of feel them like they're there is really going to be able to hold space for the other person. And also just, it's, you know, when you're intolerant to something, you know how they do tests. I know I'm digressing a lot here, but someone needs to hear it. So, you know how like when you get tested if you've got an allergic reaction, say for peanut butter or something like that. And then, you know, if you want to be able to, I can't think of the word, but like desensitize yourself from it, you know, it's like you constantly have a little bit more of it, you know, in order for you to be able to become tolerant of it. It's very similar. Funny, I have just explained the twin flame journey as a peanut butter and allergic reaction, but it's very similar. The right people will know. Okay, so next part, sorry. Contemplation. Both of you are really contemplating here. Heavy, big decisions. You really, I'm hearing you're breaking it down. You're thinking about how this is actually going to work, how this is actually going to work within your lives, especially if there has been like cultural differences, societal differences, religious differences. That's another thing that's, you know, part and parcel on the journey as well. There's always these big blocks within the way that you guys have to overcome in order to be able to come together. And it's like you guys are really in deep reflection now about how this is really going to work for you. Not only is it, yeah, the insatiable thoughts, because there's daydreaming there, you know, there's all the loving stuff, but it's like you guys are also daydreaming about your day-to-day stuff, being together as a couple, being together as a family. And it's like, this is what sparks this contemplation, you know. It's like, okay, well, this is what I really want. How am I going to achieve that? Like the dots, you guys are starting to get things aligned here. You're starting to put things into play so the puzzle can come together finally. Last but not least, the card came out. Twin flame card. Both of you guys know. Both of you are extremely aware of the journey now and how it all unfolds. For those of you who have just started watching and following me, if you're not quite familiar with the actual twin flame journey, I'll just cut it down very, very quickly here. But essentially, you generally have been with what we call a karmic catalyst for a very long time. So it's a long-term partner, and then you start to wake up and you realize that you deserve better and you want more and things like that. And they're the catalyst for you to be able to go, no, I don't want that anymore. You want something better for your life. And then after that, that's when your twin comes in. That's when your twin flame comes in. And it's this, beautiful romance, love story. However, it's generally short-lived as well, because it's like, the universe just wants you to have a little taste of it in order to be able to go, okay, now you guys have to do the work. Because when you two meet, both of you are extremely wounded because of all of your past experiences that you've had to live with your whole life. It's like, all right, here's a taste. Okay, now go off and fix it. Go off and fix yourself so you can come back together. Okay, and then the next part of the journey here is you guys start working on yourselves. You start doing the internal work. Divine feminines, they're the ones that wake up first. They're the ones that tend to be the more spiritual side as well, because, using that feminine energy in order to be able to harness their intuition and things like that, whereas the masculine, divine masculine, now this can be male or female. It's just energy. You can have males as divine feminines. It happens quite a lot, so don't stress. And yeah, it's quite common as well for females to be sitting in the divine masculine role, but not all the time. And then you guys start going on your journey, and then when you reach a level of like healing and you're working on your divine path, now for the divine feminines, it generally is the mission work, so the spiritual side, but it's all to do with bringing light into the world, living with your passion, doing something that is bringing love into the world. Okay, I've spoken about this before, so for instance, teachers, they're bringing up the next generation. It's having something that you're passionate about that brings love into this world. Dancing, artists, anything, personal training, sports, mentors, anything where you are helping other people to live their passion, to wake up to life as well. It's all those sorts of things. So once you've gotten to a certain level of healing and you've been doing the work, you've been working on yourself, you've balanced out your emotions, everything's kind of like running well for you, that's when you turn into divine counterparts. Okay, it's like all that leveling up. You start off as twin flames, but then you level up, you start living on your divine path, your divine journey, whatever that may be. But that's when you become a divine counterpart, and that's when you're allowed to come together. Okay, so that is the twin flame journey, for those of you who didn't know. Okay, all right, but you know what, sorry, that was a massive digression, but like I said, both of you, oh my God, and then compromise. If you guys have been thinking about how this is going to work, because you understand it is part of the journey, so it's kind of, I just said there's no escaping it. Compromise. Yeah, both of you want to come back together, but there will be compromise, especially if there is children involved for this collective too. Bringing two families together as one can be, there has to be some logistics behind it, so yeah, don't fret. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Look, attraction, twin flame, that just won't leave. Okay. All right, well, what else do we need to know? I don't even need these anymore.